The Shanny files, like the X files. We've been talking about this a lot, but we may never know what happened to OTAs. Did they commit a violation? Did they not commit a violation? Does it matter? I'm just curious. I guess it doesn't matter. But I'd like to know, like, what happened in your opinion based on the evidence and the aliens that you've talked to.
Why I wanted to talk about this topic is because right now what I think of is the leaders of this organization, the San Francisco 49ers, are somehow on a hot seat, but it's not like they are going to get fired in the next 1 or 2 years. It's because fans, a lot of fans, may have lost their trust in Kyle Shanahan. And with this thing, with the OTAs, he is not working on rebuilding that trust. And if a team, an organization, lose the support of their fans, they are just dead somehow. And some time ago we were talking about the development that Kyle Shanahan was going through personally, but these things, being not honest with the fans, is not a sign of that development, and that's why I'm a bit afraid what is going to happen in the future. And I'm pretty sure that everybody is watching Kyle right now. So Kyle, if you are watching us right now, you should be careful, mate. Be careful.
Everyone's waiting for like some maturation to happen with Kyle. He's very brilliant, but we're waiting for like, leadership, maturity, grown-upness, all that stuff. And then he goes viral throwing a football across the street. And what I had Vish on nothing against Kyle, but Vish's epiphany about Kyle is, man, this guy is 20 years old. The reason that the fans like him, that Vish likes him, that the 25-year-old players like him is because they actually have a head coach who deep down inside is just like them. Yeah, he really relates. And that's probably one of his biggest assets is how he relates to players. I feel like probably Mike Shanahan figured that out early. Like, man, my son is brilliant, but also he relates to these younger generation of players. It's a very rare combination, and he's going to be special. Yeah, that is true. That's what makes Kyle. But at the same time, it's also the other edge of the sword. Like, how come he can't get organization right in practice? Well, he's 20. He's 20. Who doesn't care about organization? That's boring. That's freaking boring. Roll up the balls. Let's get some competition going. I totally relate. Maybe I've got a little Arrested Development too, but I think that's what we're seeing. He's not. I mean, Jim Harbaugh was 12. Jim Harbaugh was like in middle school. I mean, some of the stuff he did was petty, and some of he lacked some social cues, man. Like, dude, you can't talk like that in front of people, or you can't dress like that in this occasion. Like, you know what I mean? Like before the Super Bowl, when he came out, he's like, dude, you can't dress like that. Anyway, Kyle is definitely more great. He's in college. Kyle's like, a senior in college, and he's in like the best frat, and he's got like maybe 2 classes that he's taken, and he's living the good life, and he's the most popular dude. No question. That's Kyle.
Well, because of that immaturity, I'm a bit afraid of because of the next season. Why? Because I still think that Kyle lacks that leadership which coach needs. And we lost the guy who brought in that leadership, and that was Robert Saleh.
Yep. Now, D'Amico Ryans is a bona fide leader since he was a coach. So I think that's maybe a big reason they promoted him, is they understand Kyle Shanahan's strengths and weaknesses and what complements him. And what complements him. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure if Ryans couldn't perform and the defense just will not perform, then players will lose their trust in him. And after that, doesn't matter if you have
if you're cool, if you're not. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You got to win. So I do think it's interesting that Kyle Shanahan can kind of let his hair down, so to speak, and do this stuff where he's throwing balls and hanging out with players and acting like a kid. Most coaches are at least trying to create the impression that they're working 24/7, that their job is on the line, that they're nervous. He's so carefree. He acts like he has 2 Super Bowl rings, like he won, and he's a champion. He's a made man, and he's not. He's not. And if he has, another losing season, people are really going to start looking at him a different way. And I don't think he'll ever change. So it's interesting that people like it now. But at a certain point, it can all be used against him. And I hope He understands that. Well, he does. He does. But he's supremely confident that he's going to win this year. God love him. I think he's going to win too. He's got. I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah.